Hi, I'm going to answer the question, what's dry January? I'm Coach Ruby. What's dry January? Let's find out. Have you heard of it? So it's abstaining from alcohol the first month of the year. And this alcohol-free movement, this dry January, is definitely on trend. A lot of people are doing it. And I actually tried this out for the first time, January 2019. I'll tell you a little bit of my story. I just ended up drinking more than I intended. I worked in the wine industry for 20 years and it crept up on me. I started drinking every day, maybe just a glass. Then it was 2 glasses, 3 glasses, a bottle, more than a bottle, 2 bottles. Then it switched to hard alcohol. It just kept increasing. And I started to ask myself questions like, I wonder if it's the alcohol that's like holding me back. I wasn't accomplishing the goals that I set in my life. I felt like my life was getting smaller and smaller. So I heard about, taking a break, and I thought, well, let me try this out. So on January 1st, 2019, I decided to take a break. And I just was so curious. To be honest with you, I thought, what is it going to be like? I had never in maybe decades, multiple decades, had more than a couple days or a week, maybe. No, probably just a couple days. So I was so curious, what would it be like? So what I want to tell you is, spoiler alert, I didn't actually get a full 30 days the first time I tried. I got maybe, I couldn't do it at first. I had a hard time. I didn't have all the right tools. It really helps to have some information and tools and tactics and ways to get through cravings and urges. I didn't have that, but I did have my cousin. She and I would meet for coffee once a week or a couple times a week and talk about this. We were doing this together. It really helped to have someone to do this with. But the first month, that January 2019, I probably strung together 14 or 16 days in a row. And I knew at that point, even only getting probably half of the days in that I wanted, I felt so much better. So much better. It was amazing. And that's when I knew this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to figure this out. Even though it was very hard, I wanted to figure it out. So for me, what I did a lot of that first month, because it was so serious, is I treated it with gloves, meaning it was precious to me. This alcohol-free journey became my number one thing. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to sleep better. I wanted to stop that cycle, the cycle of waking up in the morning and vowing I'm not going to drink today and feeling pretty okay, I've got some willpower. And then, I would feel though with a headache and brain fog and just not queasy, not feeling well. Do you know what, that brain fog? You've probably heard of that phrase, but just fuzzy in the head, headachy. And then I would go to work and I have a stressful job. I had a corporate stressful job. I would be making decisions all day and working. And I would say to myself in the afternoon, I think I just need a drink to relax. I remember that creeping into my brain, but I'd also be battling. But I said I wasn't going to drink today. And then it always won. I would say, I'll just have 1 glass of wine to relieve stress. The next thing I know, 1 led to 2, led to 3, led to a bottle, led to a second bottle. And then I'd fall asleep on the couch or pass out, really. Wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, see the bottles, get so angry with myself. How did I do it again? I would say to myself, I only agreed to have 1 glass. How did I do this again? And I would just be so angry with myself, beat myself up, stay awake for hours, ruminating, thinking, getting mad, not being able to fall asleep, just not sleeping very well. So that's kind of a thing that alcohol, it tricks you. You fall asleep easily because it's an anesthesia. It slows your brain down. It slows you down. So you're going to fall asleep or pass out. But then you'll wake up. Me, it was the middle of the night, late morning. And I'd be awake for hours. So I wasn't getting quality healing sleep. for years, for decades. That puts so much stress on my body, my health. So, in our society, alcohol pretty much gets a free pass, right? It's like expected for celebrations, for you people go to happy hour after work. I mean, there's everywhere. I could name almost anything and it's expected. It's expected for holidays, vacations, sporting events, weddings, dinner parties, going out to dinner, game nights. It's expected at funerals, showers, book club, you name it, school auctions. I remember being a mom and having play dates and drinking wine with the other parents. There's a mommy culture. You drink when you're with the guys, you drink when you're with the girls. There's wine tasting events. When you go to anything cultural like movies, theater, museum opening, it's everywhere. And it's like society and the alcohol industry marketing, they're saying you need it to have fun. You need it to relax. You need it when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're stressed, when you have anxiety, when you want to not think and feel, when you want to, everything. And then you see everybody around you drinking too. And what I want to say is it's not your fault if you're drinking more than you intend. But what's super cool about Dry January is it's an opportunity where a lot of people now are deciding to take the month off. So you could just say, I'm doing Dry January. I'm taking the month off. And I want you to know that it's going to be transformative. Whether you get 2 weeks like me or you get all 30 days, I think you're going to really like the way you feel. There is so much hope in just trying this out, experimenting, becoming aware, curious. Like you can say this, how about a new year and a new you in 2024? Yeah. Join this Dry January trend and get your energy back. Is alcohol sapping your energy? Become more productive. Do you end up just having hangovers or feeling bad and it's kind of like ruins your weekend because you're just sleeping a lot or don't have as much like energy to be productive and do things? You know what? Are you slowly gaining more weight? For me, I started gaining more weight. I was making poor food choices. Plus alcohol has all those calories. You know what? You'll lose weight. You'll sleep better. I think that might be my number one thing is just sleeping better. When you sleep, your body heals. You heal your emotions, your body, your brain, your mind, your emotions, your sleep, all of this starts to heal. True, you will go through about a week or less than a week of detox for many of us, especially if you're like drinking every day like I was. You may have some withdrawal symptoms or detox. And what I want to say right now is a disclaimer that before you begin Dry January or before you decide if you want to stop drinking alcohol, please seek medical advice if you think that you have like a physical dependence or any other concerns. Please seek medical advice before you begin Dry January. So I want to put that in. So again, my brain fog lifted after just a couple weeks. And then even after 30 days, you have a lower risk of cancer and other diseases and health issues. So if you want, you look younger. My hair got thicker, less wrinkles, clearer skin, eyes. I can't think of one thing head to toe that wasn't improved. My self-confidence was improved. I started to just look at myself in the mirror and just like what I saw again, instead of always beating myself up, getting mad at myself for just drinking another day. For me, Dry January and taking a 30-day challenge or break was the number one first step. So I'm going to ask you, why not give it a try? Why not give this a try this January? And I'd love it if you want to join my program. I'm having a Dry January 30-day challenge where I can help you. I can guide you with tools and tips and learning. Going to learn the science, learn about self-compassion, going to have self-care exercises, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So what is Dry January? Now you have a really good idea, and I'd love for you to join. And how about a new you in the new year, 2024? All right. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website if you want to find out more information about Dry January and my program. All right. Everything starts January 1st, but I'm going to have some pre-information. So information starting right after Christmas. So on December 26th, you can start looking at all the pre-work. That's what I'm going to call it, pre-work. All right. Have a great day. Thank you and happy holidays.